Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some more Dragon's Dogma 2. Now this game has had some performance issues for sure. It needs a lot of optimization as there's a lot of systems that can't run it at an acceptable frame rate. So today I'm going to be trying to head into one of the more demanding areas, and that is the capital city. Before I do that though, I'm going to quickly go through the in-game settings. So playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160 at 120 Hz, variable frame rate, so that is unlocked. No VSync enabled, of course. No dynamic resolution because we are playing at native 4K. Fidelity FX Super Resolution and DLSS are both disabled as I want to play at native. And when it comes to rendering mode, progressive is the more demanding mode, but in the sample photo it does kind of show progressive being a little bit more blurry. I guess this is more closer to native. Now when it comes to image quality, this is a scaling factor, as you can see in the top right hand corner. So if you want to internally scale your game, go ahead and put that to maximum. This would make my gameplay 8K. I want to keep it 4K, so I'll be keeping this in the middle. Ray tracing is available in this game, but it only governs ambient occlusion from what I can see, which is why it's grayed out. And I'm also using TAA as the anti-aliasing method. You do have the choice of FXAA and TAA together or completely off. Now, I know when it comes to texture quality, high 3GB looks low, but that is the maximum. That works out to about 9GB. And the only thing I've turned off after that is motion blur and depth of field, as this game is kind of blurry as it is. Adding these two just makes it even worse. So just a personal choice for me. But personally, I've been enjoying the game. I really love RPGs as a genre of game. And goblins. There's one more left. Nice work, team. Job done. So the capital city is called Groundworth, and this is what everyone's been telling me to go here because apparently it's pretty bad. So I'm going to be heading there now and seeing what type of performance I'll be getting.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests. It is no great shock to me.
So while you're out basically in the wild, performance just fluctuates wildly. Just dropped from 70 all the way down to 61. And you're pretty much looking at the same scene. So it doesn't really make much sense why that happens. Got some harpies here. Let's take them down.
A flock of harpies draws near. This one will recoil from flame.
Your rhythm has been put to sleep.
Damn. I wonder if I've got something that can wake me up. I got a wake potion. Not at the moment. Okay, someone's woke me up, so that's okay. Man, this thing's too quick. Alright, that's one down.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Okay, we didn't really take big damage. We get put to sleep though, so we gotta be careful. I do like the way all the pawns speak to each other, and of course the way they learn how to fight in different ways depending on what commands you choose.
I'll keep them
Let's take this
pinned
guy
down.
out.
Aptly said.
The magic on this game is not too shabby either. One thing I've noticed, the game does use a lot of system RAM. You can see 17.7 gigabytes of system RAM is being used. I've got 48 gigabytes, so it's not a problem. But if you got 16 gigabyte system, it might start encroaching on your maximum capacity, so that's something to keep in mind.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell it, how are we to get through this door?
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Pretty happy with the team I got right now, so there'll be no hiring. What's going on here? In the event of a monster attack upon the city, citizens are advised to flee to the vicinity and take refuge in a safe location. Okay, I have arrived at the city. All of you guys have been asking me to come over here. Okay, let's have a look at what quests I've got to do. Hero requires the proper tools if he is to temper his recruits. No, that's just a side mission. So I got to visit the Star Drop Inn and confer with Captain Brunt. Okay, let's set this as priority. Let's find this
friend. Care to help a fellow out?
Okay, depending on what you want me to help you with.
All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose?
Okay then, go ahead.
My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when, and mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Yeah.
Right you are.
Okay, where is this inn? It'll be around here somewhere.
You've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Fie. Is there no one who will help me grow stronger?
Sorry kid, I ain't got time to help you out. Another time maybe. I guess the inn is over here
There's a ladder
somewhere.
here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
At once, Master.
Okay, so I got a tavern to go to.
Let's see. Where to next?
I'll get that for you.
It's
I
okay, I
lack
can grab it
information
myself.
pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
I mean, the performance is not too different from what I've already seen. There are places even outside that drop below 60 even with my setup, so
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
There's no great shock to me.
okay, I think we've gone the wrong way, guys. Let's get out of here. This is not the way to the tavern. I think there's a bit more frame spikes here than outside though, so I can at least appreciate that. Here's the tavern. Star drop in.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Past the time. I'm meant to be meeting someone
Come
here.
back any time.
Oh, here it is.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Okay, lead the way.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry.
So that sounds like a lot of tasks I got to go and do.
If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter?
Yeah, let's do it.
I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. There were
We have been charged with the felling of monsters.
I foresee naught but success on the path that lies ahead.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get out of the inn. So we got some monster hunting to do. I just saw FPS drop down to the high 50s there, so yeah, this city definitely has its issues for sure. And it has a few frame spikes as well. So yeah, this game definitely has a lot of optimization to do. Okay, gotta find the nearest exit.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I'm looking for the way out, that's what I'm looking for.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Another time.
Mayhap I ought to ask around.
Wow, look at the size of that thing. The hell is that? A griffin? I don't think that's one of the monsters they want me to kill. That thing is huge. Maybe it is. Let's go and check it out. Should probably heal up before taking this thing on.
It's not an encounter I'd foreseen.
Come on, get back here. Come on, get back down here. Alright, I need to heal up one of my characters.
Worthy of caution. Lord save our best will do.
Ah, yes, now I see.
Come on, bring it down. Come on, glitch. Oh, we got rid of it, but we couldn't kill it. Gonna go and revive him before he dies.
Saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Okay. See how far away we are from these locations. They are pretty far away. There's one over here though, that isn't too far, I guess. But this is probably something we should do in the morning. Anyway, guys. Just wanted to have a quick look at Dragon's Dogma 2 in one of the main cities, and performance isn't too great, it has to be said. They definitely got a lot of work to do, and hopefully they should bring out a few patches in the coming weeks. But apart from that, that is pretty much it for me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.